fishing off the Kent coast is one of the smallest fleets in the country, but very important for Kent. And today, news was announced that looked to give a huge boost to fishermen across the whole UK. After 2 days of negotiations with European officials, DEFRA Minister George Eustice announced that the fish quotas across the UK would go up, meaning that fishermen could catch around £750 million worth of fish. Now, while the government says that this is a multi-million-pound opportunity for fishermen across the UK, fishermen here in Kent said that is not realistic for them, as some of the quotas increased on fish that they can't catch here, and one of the big money makers for them, sea bass, is seeing its quota cut.
We are in the temperature band that things like the skates like and the bass likes, but we're not getting the opportunity to catch it because the quota is still very, very poor. And what's actually quite worrying is we've heard coming out of Europe that there's possibly a 50% slash in the quota on bass alone. And possibly the recreational sea anglers are not going to be able to land a single fish this year.
Sea bass can fetch around £10,000 per tonne, but if quotas are slashed, that could be thousands of pounds of business lost, as well as hundreds of fish having to be thrown back into the sea.
If we're not careful, we're going to end up in a huge, bigger discard situation than we were before. And that's where we're catching the fish and having to throw it back because we don't have the quota for it. And I can't see any improvement in that coming out of the December Council.
Quotas for cod went up 10% and haddock up 23%, both of which, however, aren't abundant in Kent's waters. But DEFRA say that a struggling bass population has made restrictions necessary to help improve stocks. For John, he thinks quotas need to be rethought.
Our fishing fleet is decimated by quotas. It's more and more restrictions. The quota system does not work in a mixed fishery, and we've said this for years. We've written a paper locally, and we can stop discarding overnight with technical measures and effort control. This is one of the great things about Brexit, is having the opportunity to put right a failed system.
The wider picture in the UK suggests fishermen could make more money and we could see more fish on our plates. But here in Kent, it could be a bumpy year ahead. Harry Pete for KMTV.